Hey guys, and welcome back to my world. So today I actually have Mars attacks. So I have completely autonomous moving flying saucers that can invade your world if you want to. So as you can see, they're kind of moving around. It's a bit of a lag machine, but as you can see, when they detect kind of an entity, they will actually fire on the entity. It does take a direct hit for it to actually kill the entity. The reason they're kind of disappearing is just I'm having a bit of server lag because there's so much stuff happening. Oops, as you can see, they self-destructed eventually, and then all the cows started moving. So it's a bit of a lag fest, but it is a pretty cool effect if you've got the machine to actually run it. So let's just look at that again. Okay, so here we go. As you can see, these Martians are seriously trying to destroy these cows. Now, a pretty cool feature that I've also built in is that I can actually there we go, I can actually destroy them as well by shooting them with arrows if I want, and I do need to actually be able to hit them. As you can see, I'm actually missing that one, which it does make it a little bit difficult with the block lag. Let me see if I can hit it. Come on, there we go, bang. Okay, you'll see the cow moved very, very fastly. So there's a lot of stuff happening here, and it really doesn't kind of like it that much. But let me just show you. I am over here. I'm spawning one, and it'll show you exactly what is happening. So it's just a bat. Okay, and then what I'm doing is one block above the bat, I'm constantly cloning that area over there, which is the little spaceship that you're kind of seeing. And then what happens is the bat will actually fire fireballs when there's any kind of entity close by. For example, I think it's detecting the arrows at the moment, and that is why it is actually keeps on firing like that. Let me just see if that was the arrows. Kill at E not type equals arrow. Yep. Okay, cool. So that's why it was detecting the arrow, so it's firing at the arrow. So the way I've got this set up, as I said before, very simple. I've got a named bat called Invader. So I'm cloning that area over there. It's very laggy. Sorry guys, my computer is just struggling with doing all of this stuff. It's cloning that area constantly above the bat. And as the bat's flying around, the entities around the bat detects the bat. Once an entity detects the bat, that entity then summons or executes a fireball directly underneath the bat with a negative velocity, so it fires downwards. Okay, so that's how that works. So let me just quickly show you guys. Let me just quickly kill this bat again. Okay, excellent. Right, so it is these command blocks over here that do the thing. Now, up here, I actually have a full clock. Okay, so what the full clock does, it allows me to run a number of redstone blocks in a direction. So I've got this block over here and that block over here. That is super fast. Okay, this thing is running very fast. So if I go, say, 1, you'll see, look at that. Okay, very fast. Once again, commands in the description. This world will also be up for download. Okay, and you need to be in Minecraft 1.8 or at least Snapshot 14W08. Okay, so first off, if we have a look at the bat. Now the bat, I summon a normal bat. It has a custom name invader. Okay, it has a visibility set to 0, not that you really need to, and then it has an active effect of 14. So I've taken it out so we can see it, but it's 14, which is invisibility. I took it out so that we can actually see the little bat flying around and see what is happening to it. Okay, so let me just get rid of that. Okay, cool. So that's what that does. Now the TNT. So when I actually fire the bow at the bat, okay, how that works is I'm actually running a nested execute command. So when I fire an arrow, that arrow is looking to execute a command at a bat. So if it finds a bat within 4 blocks of the arrow, that bat will then run the following command. It will summon a primed TNT. Now it'll summon it 1 block above the bat. It will summon this prime TNT, which then blows up the bottom part of the spaceship. And now on this side, I've got a summon, exactly the same thing. I'm executing at the arrow within a 4-block radius. If it finds a bat, it will then execute 4 blocks up. It will summon prime TNT. So that just kind of completely destroys the whole spaceship for us. Okay, so that's what that does. Now the fireball, now this is where it gets a bit interesting. Okay, so what I've done is, it's not actually the bat that is summoning the fireball, it's actually the mob. So what I've got here is, I'm once again nesting an execute command. So I'm saying that when any non-bat, so any entity that's not a bat, including the player, okay, try to execute if this non-entity that is, or this entity that's not a bat, is within a 10 block radius of a named invader, you should then summon a fireball that is 2 blocks beneath the named invader with a power of 0 and a direction of -4, so it shoots downwards. Okay, so I mean, this is a bit of a weird concept to kind of understand, but the reason I'm doing that is that the way that an execute command works is that it will execute at the mob that runs the execution. So if I say the bat needs to look for a mob, so if the bat's flying around, I'm saying, okay, if you find a mob, execute a fireball at that mob. It won't work, because then it will actually be the mob, for example the cow, that will fire the fireball, not the bat. So that's why I'm reversing it. That's why I'm saying the entity or the non-bat needs to find it and then force the bat to fire the fireball. Very confusing, I know, but just download the map, have a look, you'll understand. Okay, now you'll see that the fireball's power is set to 0. Now there's a number of reasons for that. For one is, I don't want these holes. Now imagine that bat firing these fireballs constantly. You'll get this massive holes in your world, which, you know, we don't want. So that's the first reason. The second reason is that fireball, if the bat is flying very low, that fireball will kill the bat, which will then leave the unexploded spaceship behind. Okay, so it'll leave the spaceship behind. So you'll kind of, every time it fires, it'll just destroy itself and leave the spaceship behind. So that's why. Now the way I do kill the actual mobs is by running another execute command on the fireball. So that fireball will kill any entity that is not a bat within a 4 block radius of that fireball. So as that fireball comes down, it'll kill anything within a 4 block radius. Now you'll see the fireballs kind of came down a lot, and it didn't always kill the actual mobs, but that's just because there is so many fireballs being fired at one time. Okay, and then on the side I've just got a kill command that will just kind of clear all of the ground items for if the mobs drop any meat, or you know, if I drop arrows or anything like that, it'll just clear that all off, just to stop things from actually, you know, getting very complicated. Okay, I'm just going to spawn one more so we can have a look at them. And there we go. This is vanilla Mars attacks in Minecraft. So vanilla Minecraft spaceships, UFOs, whatever you want to call it. I really do need to actually add, this can actually make a very cool minigame. I do actually need to add a scoreboard to this and then just spawn a... Okay, so if we, for example, now do this on a summon, let's summon a blaze. Okay, now this is where it will probably get quite interesting. Okay, so now we actually have, we can probably, this will now actually hunt players. So this can actually be pretty damn cool. See, now this won't work because I set it up to detect for a bat. This will be cool. I mean, see, so there's a lot of stuff you can actually do. You can probably make it go up a bit more, and this will actually hunt down players and shoot players as well. Yeah, cool, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, I will check you all later.